Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. We have a cool guest we're going to talk about or talk to. We're not going to talk about him. I'll talk about it behind his back here before he comes on, but we're going to talk to him here in just a second. Just like every week, guys, we say this. If you're new, get on our text alert. Just shoot us a text. Occasionally, we'll also shoot out little kind of bonus text messages to you guys, little like heads up, new training, new blog post, whatever's going on in the legendary world. We have a pretty relaxed, kind of systematized world here. We don't try to over complicate or overwhelm people with too much stuff, but just shoot us a little text if you want to wake up legendary reminder Monday through Friday, and we'll get that out to you. Yeah, besides that, let's get this conversation kicked off. I'd like to bring in and welcome our guest today, Vasiliy from, I believe, coming in from California. What's going on, my brother?
Hello, Dave. How are you? Hello, everyone.
Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, Vasiliy.
All right, cool, man. You know, sometimes I can butcher stuff up. So good to talk to you. Have we talked before on the Wake Up Legendary show?
Yeah, we did. I did come once. Yeah, we went through.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome. I thought we had. I just, if everybody hasn't figured out by now, I'm not the executive producer of this show. I just kind of am the spokesperson here. So we luckily have a great team behind the scenes who's organizing the majority of this for us. And sometimes I don't even know who the guest is until about 5 minutes before I log on. And then as I did this morning, like, hey, Vasiliy, ready to rock and roll?
Yep.
So here we are. This is as real as it gets. So give us a nutshell, recap of you're an engineer, I believe, and electrical engineer, and how you kind of got started in the online space, what you were looking for, and sort of what you found, and why you got involved with Legendary. Give us that little recap for those of that are watching that don't know you.
Sure. I am an infrastructure engineer, computer engineer, I guess. I've been doing this. I've been in the company for the last 15 years, full time. So I've been managing these data centers. It's a cloud backup type of a service, and I've been pretty happy. But I always had this feeling that I want to create multiple streams of income. Like I was happy at the job, but I never want to rely on this 9 to 5. So I always thought, it's really cool to diversify your income, and not just like everyone invest in the stock market. That's all they do. I wanted to create actual business. So first I went out and I started day trading Forex. And actually that went for about 8 years. I did pretty well, but I found that it doesn't really fit my personality that well. Having that risk all the time, you don't trade, you don't make money, that type of scenario. So
stress, right?
Yeah, a lot of stress actually, because the way it is, it's like you can make maybe 5 losses, but then this one winning trade will actually make up for the losses, and you end up a winner. So you have to have a mindset of like a pilot, where you just very cold mind. You cannot put your emotions in there. So it really works for only, I would say, a few types of personalities that can handle that. So this is when I, decided to, I need to find something where I can, open up a little bit more, that I can get more involved. So this is where I first started, like everyone, with MLM. I did a few network marketing companies. Tried.
Did you do the home and hotel meetings and so forth and 3-way calls, or did you go right online with it?
No, I did. Yeah, I did those. This is where actually it was the toughest. I really like the business model that, you can grow your first leg, your second leg, earn all this commission. But I will call them these therapy sessions. That was the toughest for me because, you become that person who everyone starts avoiding. They're like, oh, this guy does MLM, avoid him, because any party you go, they teach you that, right? You have to like pitch the product. You have to find a connection, start these little talks, and then
you become a superstar in the NFL, right? The No Friends Left Club. The No Friends Left Club.
Yeah. and that goes to relatives and
Yeah.
everyone. So then I did try to make that online. Actually, the time when I was trying it, they had these back stores, but they were not as good. So I actually did create a website. I actually worked
Mm.
with a designer, did some of my own work, and I started ranking some of the products above the corporate website.
You were
And
throwing up WordPress blogs and stuff.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where they flagged me. Actually, they said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! You cannot outrank our website," and they actually asked me to take down the entire website. And that was the final like red flag for me that I should move on. I should find a better business model. And 2016 is when I got into affiliate marketing.
Mhm.
I did like the whole thing that you don't need a product. You can promote anyone's else product, and as long as you partner with the right company, all you need to do is just marketing. And at the time, I got into to building my website and a blog, and you have many guests who come to your show, to Wake Up Show, who did similar thing as I did, and it started picking up. I started promoting a few products, and it's a website about reviewing programs that make money online niche.
Yeah.
So obviously reviewed Legendary,
Yeah.
a few other programs, and it started to pick up pretty well. But what I realized like lately is that everything is moving towards the video content. You probably, if you search for Legendary Marketer Review, you'll see the YouTube videos come up now first, and that hasn't happened in the past. So now they're kind of pushing down the organic results lower and lower. So that's why I think they also showing that there's a lot more engagement with video content, and they want to show those results first for lots of keywords.
Hmm.
So this is where I'm also transitioning to TikTok, thanks to you guys, and YouTube.
Mhm.
And as far as Legendary Marketer, the reason why I also brought this up on my first wake up call, the reason I got involved is I like how you guys cover it from both sides. It's a really good program for anyone who's joining it, and it's a really good program for affiliates. So it's a win and win situation. So anyone who gets into it, you guys have that decade in a day. I think that's amazing. That's brilliant. Where people get their hands on immediately. They start learning. They start implementing. They start seeing those first commissions. I think that's great. And for affiliates, is just a paradise basically. The way
Yeah.
you can promote the program, all the commissions, obviously, and so on and so
Yeah.
forth.
Selling legit stuff,
Yes.
not needing to harass friends and family to do it. It's a yeah. I mean, I say that just because I've taken that same journey. Like I did quite a bit of network marketing at the beginning. Um, Basically because, and I think a lot of us do network marketing at the beginning because we that's kind of our first introduction, is somebody hitting us up offline to get
Mm,
into a business opportunity. You know what I mean? So I didn't even know about the internet. I didn't even know about online marketing when somebody first
mm,
hit me up about network marketing, you know, and and through my struggles and my failures offline doing network marketing, I sort of kind of said, okay, I'm either going to quit this altogether, or what I did was I went online looking for solutions,
mm,
and that's how I found direct response marketing. I found people who are selling network marketing training as affiliates to people like me who are looking to build my business, and I was struggling chasing friends and family. Um, so of course
right.
I got into learning how to market online, and then I started turning around and did the same thing. I turned around and I started marketing, network marketing training as
Mm,
an affiliate to other network marketers.
right. Right.
That's how I got into affiliate marketing.
Okay.
So, you know, I think a lot of us have experience in network marketing, and it's an evolution. And quite frankly, I think that the like, I think there's a lot of positives to network marketing. You learn about entrepreneurship, and you learn about kind of, hustling, and just the concept of having leverage and so forth, because you're earning off of a team. Um, but so I was reading. I wanted to look at some of the stuff that you were actually doing right now. We pulled up your your TikTok, or at least I got the link to it right now. So I'm gonna pull that up if I can get it to open. All right.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna. Oh yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, this is it, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you've got, like, I don't see any rented Lamborghinis. I don't see any McMansions or anything. Yeah.
Could you just zoom in your screen just slightly? Is that possible?
Like that?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And then you've got your link up here, 10-minute video to start a highly profitable business. So that opens up to a landing page. All right. And then, okay, this pops up right here, right? And then we can opt in, and it goes to a bridge page, I would assume.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So talk to us a little bit about what like you're doing on TikTok and what's getting results for you, because you're clearly getting some traffic. You've got quite a bit of content. It looks like you've got a little bit of a template here in terms of how you're creating content, what you're talking about. So talk to us a little bit about this whole video marketing thing. What are you doing right now? What are you doing on TikTok that's working? What have you discovered over the last couple of months, et cetera? What do you wish that you were doing with this before, sooner rather than later? Give us a little bit of your journey here with TikTok and with video marketing.
Yeah, sure. I was just telling Matt before, the show, that actually thanked him because you guys had Alisa Jones, just wanted to bring up the name, recently on the show, who just started basically her business with TikTok, TikTok. And she went viral on her, I think, second or third video. And that's how her TikTok took off. So the reason I'm mentioning that is that I did 2 contests, within Facebook on Legendary to start TikTok and kind of like building it. But it didn't take off because, you try a few things. I got views here and there, but I had like 112 or something followers at the time. Yeah. And then I kind of went on vacation and I kind of left it. But then I think I was on the vacation when I saw that interview with Alisa Jones and then how she went viral. And that motivated me actually to say, you know what, let me go back and look at this again. And went back, I started creating videos. I'm using this shirt, just try to make it a little bit more consistent, how everything looks.
Yeah. No, and you're like me. You wear the same thing every single day. People think you're like, like that's the only shirt you got, but it's just, it's not that.
Yeah. I got this idea from some other guys. It actually looks nicer. Sure. People start recognizing you, I guess.
Totally.
So then I started, posting videos. I started experimenting, and one of the videos went viral, and you'll see it probably there. Basically, with this lottery ticket, you'll see some videos.
Right.
I think, that 22,000, that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and in that, I just gave some tips on cryptocurrency. We talk a lot about different things, right? Make money online, side hustles, investments, and so on and so forth. It's all targeted audience. That video took off. I started getting my first followers. I think this is where I hit my first 1,000 followers, literally, within a few days. And that got me even more excited. I started putting more videos, and I think one of the videos just hit 200,000 views. And that's basically just one video took me from 1,000 to whatever I am at right now, I would say, which is close to 5,000 followers.
That lotto ticket, is there something about that lotto ticket, bro?
Yeah.
that really, okay, we're hacking his channel now. Look at that, man. Like the two videos that went viral, you had a lotto ticket as the prop in that video.
Right.
Kind of interesting.
That's the cool thing with TikTok. You keep experimenting, you keep trying, and then see what works, right?
And you're
And
using another prop right here. Like, I like that. I like how you're using props in your videos, various different things that you're holding up. That seems to do well.
yeah, there's a silver coin, and it's pretty cool. I really like it. It's a good platform to experience, to see what takes off. And this lotto tickets pretty much what got started TikTok, and I got quite
I
a
see you
few.
going back to it a couple of times here.
Yeah, yeah,
Hold up a little cash right there. I see. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. How you can make $100 with selling T-shirts. It's funny when you get into this flow of creating videos, then ideas just pop up in your head.
Well, did you
And
ever think of yourself as a creative person, or are you surprised by the creativity that is popping up once you're getting in flow now?
I would say surprised. See some of the videos I was, putting about Yellowstone Park and all that. I was just like randomly, people, and that's
Right.
where it was still at 100 followers, I think. But
Yeah.
then when I came back from vacation and after the interview, this is where I started wearing green T-shirt, and this is where it started to take off, and it started, I started liking it actually.
Wow. You know what's interesting about this, and I'm sure somebody else is going to get inspired by this interview, is that I can tell that you were putting a lot more effort into it up
Right.
down here. You're like in different places and using you cars and different stuff, like showing off your car and all this kind of stuff. Washing your car here. Trying to be cool. I like, no, I get it, man. I mean, I got nice stuff too, and I've shot videos with those things, thinking that that's going to be the thing that, and it, you know what, it doesn't get better results than just better content. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much stuff. There's so many cars. There's so many fancy things, expensive stuff that I think people are immune to it nowadays. And what gets people is just good content. So now we go up here. It's a lot less work, right? Same
Right.
shirt, same spot, every video, consistency, but you have better ideas. You're being more creative. You're using props, but it's actually less work, is getting better results. Like, do you feel like I'm accurate in that assessment? What would you add to that, or do you feel that I'm spot on with that? Can you talk about that in your experience, how that's transformed for you or manifested for you? Was my assessment on or not?
Yeah, I mean, it is exactly right. As when you add some kind of clarity to your content, you can, of course, branch out, right? Investment,
Sure.
make money online. You can branch out, but when you add clarity, you have your own maybe recognizable style. Then this is where creativity mind kicks in as well, and then you start creating better hooks. Those quick 5 seconds, initial 5 seconds hooks.
Yeah.
Of course, you're learning all the time, but it starts to make sense, and you start enjoying it. Actually, you become a creator.
Yeah. And
Rather than just
you're talking about a consistent topic.
right.
This is one of the slides and you just said it, exactly what you've said here, like 3 times over the last 5 minutes is kind of this image in a nutshell. So it's kind of like, pick a niche and you can talk about various things within that niche, but stay on topic within that niche. So, for example, if you were picking the wealth niche, you could talk about make money online stuff, affiliate marketing, so forth. And you could also talk about trading in the stock market.
Sure.
You could also talk about budgeting and saving. Those things are all still on topic. They're sort of sub niches under the main wealth niche. But if your channel is about the wealth niche, and now all of a sudden there's a bunch of videos about you traveling, or there's videos about your health, or it becomes confusing to the person who's watching it, and it's in the mind can't wrap itself around all of the different and it begins to just block you out. It's one of the reasons why with talk shows like Oprah, or just like, if you think about every single thing that's on TV, because that's the, one of the original content machines is TV or radio. If you think about a TV show, it's not on randomly different times on different days and they're doing different things. It's on the same time every day or every week. It's got the same opening. It's got the same template in terms of what they do at the beginning of the show, the middle of the show, the end of the show. Usually it's got the same host. They're wearing something, one day they're not in a tank top and the other day they're in a, like, that's one of the reasons why I wear the same shirt every day on this show, because the content there's a power in consistency. There's a power in familiarity, and it actually will help you bond deeper with the client, with the person who's watching, than you showing up differently and doing different things every time on every show. And I think for people who get creating, Vasiliy, we think, oh, well, I got to mix it up, right?
Yeah.
People are going to get bored, but it's actually the opposite. I need to stick with consistency and figure out how to stay more on topic and keep it more simple, because that's actually going to help my content be more successful. What comes up for you as I say this? Have you seen yourself sort of realize what I'm talking about? What would you add to it?
Yes, actually, here's what I wanted to add. This is where people actually confuse in the beginning, because when they start their channels, is that when you're growing your channel, you want to give focused content. When you become a celebrity, let's say you have, million subscribers, this is where you build enough following where people want to know, what are you eating, what are you drinking, what car you drive. And this is where it makes sense to put that kind of content. But people confuse that in the beginning, and they think, oh, I don't have any fans yet, but people probably want to know what I'm drinking, what I'm driving. So that's the difference. Like you watch
Totally,
the
dude.
celebrities videos, and this is exactly why they do this, because people want to know what they do. But for us building a channel, we don't want to do that, because nobody will be interested in that. So we want to put focused content that people will like and recognize us for. So I think that's the difference.
You just dropped a that wasn't a nugget. That was a boulder. That was a boulder.
That's what I realized, and that's where I decided, okay, yeah, we should create more focused content. No more Yellowstone, videos or car videos.
Yeah, for sure, man. This is really good. So, talk to us a little bit about, as we sort of bring this in for a landing here. This has been really some powerful and potent tips and so forth. Talk to us a little bit about what you mean when you say, how big is your why? Like if and the idea of people continuing to go, or why they should continue to keep going, even if they feel that they're not where they want to be, or even if they feel like they're not even close, like they're unclear, or they're not getting results. Or, I mean, as you've talked, I can point out a couple of things that I think are really, really powerful in terms of just your journey, but give it to us in your words. Why do you think that that's such an important part of this game?
It's very important because, like, you want to know why you creating online business, or for that matter, let's just say any business, because you will have those ups and downs, and when you have those dips, those downs, this is where you want to go back to your why and ask, like, why are you doing this? What is your biggest why? Because for me, for example, a lot of times when I saw, I had little success, then I had more success, and I had more success, but then I had a little drop, like a big drop. And I was thinking, questioning, like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I should not be doing this. But then, you take the time, then you reassess yourself, reassess your mental state. And then you realize that, okay, no, I am here for long term. I'm here because, I want to live a laptop lifestyle. I want to be able to enjoy what I do, um, give more time to my family. And that's exactly what moves you to new levels. And in my case, for example, blogging is something that I've been doing. But I've been hit with Google quite a few times that they keep changing stuff in their algorithm. And me and many other people who I talk to, who you guys know, they had to really change their strategies and go to YouTube, now TikTok, and other more video content. And for me, I'm not a person who is very active on camera, so I have to learn quite a few things. But I started enjoying it actually, and I'm pretty happy with this challenge because that actually growing me as a person, that's elevating my mindset, and I'm very thankful to that. So knowing your why will move you forward, and this is what will bring results and will make you successful long term. So I think that's very important.
Well, you said a lot of important things right then. I want to add to it that I really think that your why can also evolve. I think that we can certainly find motivation and inspiration inside of ourselves, but it's a lot of times when we start out, we don't really know how to get inspired and even how to find a why, And if I think back to just your journey and your story here, you just being inspired by Alyssa Jones, right? Was that the person that you mentioned before? So, yes. And I think that was an interview that Matt yes. did that interview with her. He was hosting that day. And that's why I think, like, for our community, one of the reasons why these wake up shows are so important is because, these are not about me. I'm not trying to be the focus of these. I want to put people like yourself who are, getting started, or who are, having these aha moments in when you put enough people there in front of other people, you're going to find somebody who's going to resonate and inspire you. And that's why I think it's really important to pay in, like, our community. I'm more proud of what we're doing now than anything I've ever done, because there's so much realness. There's so many real people. Nothing is scripted. There's no bullshit. Every single morning, it's just somebody who's just like, who is getting results in our community. We bring them on. And I think it's so important for each one of you guys to stay plugged in. That's why we do this every morning, is because you're going to hear from somebody that is going to inspire you, and it's going to help evolve your why. It's going to help you have, like, give your why a makeover, re-inspire you, help you get refocused and recalibrated. Just like what you told us this morning, man. Like, I think this is one of the most powerful wake-up shows we've done in a long time, because of the simple advice about the focus of the content and how to actually build a channel and what mistakes to avoid. Like, those of you who are on this show this morning, and I'd love for you guys just to blow up the comments with feedback and gratitude for Vasiliy, so he can go and read these later and feel good about not quitting and learning, and then coming back and sharing all that with us, man. Like, it's a big deal, because the tips that you gave this morning are, you guys are, I want to just look up here. I'm looking down at Vasiliy, but you guys being on here this morning, it's a gift that you heard what he said. It's a gift, because now you don't have to go make videos about what you're eating. You don't have to go screw around. You don't have to go buy new clothes. You don't have to have a BMW. You don't have to, because none of that matters. What matters is a proven template for creating content. And we learn, we're standing on the shoulders of giants. I talked to you about, is all we got to do is look back in time and look at how shows and radio shows have been built in how they've been successful. And then now you see it playing out with somebody like Vasiliy. And even us here on Wake Up Legendary, every morning, same time, same format, right? Open conversation. It's the same style. It's not like any I'm not coming up with new oh, Vasiliy, we're moving into the fast round now. Like I don't. It's just a conversation every morning. That's the style. And so, somebody's why got evolved today. You know what I mean? From listening to you. And I think that's the power of this community, and, I'm grateful that you came on and were willing. I'm grateful that you didn't quit. I'm grateful that you, that's another reason why I think taking a break too is important, because you were on vacation, you were decompressing a little bit, reassessing, you caught a wake up show and you're like, clarity.
Yep.
Clarity. There's some clarity for me. Now I can come back and sometimes that's important to step away from the business and take a little break. So I'm glad that you did that. Listen, brother, I'm going to give you the final word. Anything else you want to add, say about anything we've talked about, or anybody who's sitting here who had a breakthrough from what you're saying and is feeling re-inspired about their why?
Well, you basically mentioned it. And what I wanted to add is that there are a lot of answers in these Wake Up Legendary shows. And if I'm not able to watch live, I really like the recaps that you guys doing. At the end of the week, you send the email with all the people, who you had the show with. And then I go through those and then I listen to those. And it answered a lot of questions for me, a lot of questions on how to promote things, on how to, tweak your mindset, about the why. I mean, all the answers are there. So if there's any question you had, if you need a motivation, it's all there. So all the answers are there. We just have to be open. We have to be open to learn, open to, implement, put that hard work. So I think everything is there for us. We just need to do it. So I'm very grateful to Legendary community and to you, Dave and Matt and everyone, because I think it's an amazing program. And I do feel, good about promoting it, recommending it to other people, because it's just amazing. So thank you.
Brother. Well, hey, we built it to attract dudes like you, man. Like just straight up, like good people, man. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's all about. It's not about there's a lot of scumbags in the online world, man. And just straight up, we've told a lot of them, there's not a place here for you, man. Like if you're one of those scummy promoters or you're going to trying to set people up with the okie doke and, selling them one thing in your emails, like, oh, you're going to make $1 million. And then, you're going to come here and we're going to tell you, no, you're not going to make $1 million. You're actually going to have to, it's going to be a process. You're going to have to learn. So, we've attracted, I think, the right people. You're a prime example of that. Good dude who's, got his priorities in order, got integrity, wants to get rich. Nothing wrong with getting rich, but has a realistic outcome about what it's going to take to be able to do that. You know what I mean? That's what's important, man. So keep up the great work. I'm sure we'll have you back if you're willing in a couple of months and get another update about more of what you've learned so you can share it with us again, if you're willing. And thanks for being on today, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you.
All right, man. See you, brother. All right, guys. Wow. That was a great way to kick off the week. If I don't say so myself, like that's worth watching again. That's worth going back and listening to what was said today. That was a masterclass, a mini masterclass on how to create content and avoid tons of just costly mistakes in terms of building a channel. So let's just give Vasiliy some love in the comments so he can go back and feel good about his journey and feel more inspired by coming on and not quitting and learning and then sharing with us and getting results with what he's doing. And we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Wake up legendary, be legendary. Let's have a great week and let's have a great month. Let's stay focused. Okay. There's a lot of distractions that are happening right now in the world, right now in the United States. But here's what I've learned is that it doesn't matter what's going on around me. As long as I'm focused and as long as I'm utilizing these skills to build my business and my life, It doesn't matter what's going on around me. I can get rich and I can be successful in any time, with any president, in under any circumstance. Okay. That's what I've learned. Is it going to take work? Absolutely. Just like we said. Is it going to require me to stay focused? Absolutely. Is it going to require me to stay out of all of that? Can I still be passionate about my views? Absolutely. But it's no reason, no external circumstance can stop me from doing the things that I want to do if I'm focused, getting the right information from the right people in the right environment, and then taking action on that. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.